Hi there, you are tuned into Beauty and Braids, the podcast where I, Karyne, has conversations about all things relevant to personal growth and development. Just a heads up, I'm unfiltered. You're welcome. Hi, hope you are having a really good time. I'm just going to go straight into this conversation because I know you don't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? You still got this holiday shopping and more podcasts to listen to and get your mind right, and books to read and gifts to give and all of that good stuff in between. So what I wanted to talk about is not going against the current. If you haven't heard that phrase before, well, welcome. But to not go against the current is basically true in all areas of life, right? Like if you go against a curl pattern, for say, let's talk about hair, you know what I'm saying? Since it's a beauty and braid podcast. If you go against the curl pattern, it's going to stand up, it's going to resist, it's going to look weird, it's going to give you something messy. It's not going to be a smooth braid. Like if you're trying to braid something and you're going against how it naturally falls, or if you cut hair outside of the person's hair, like how it falls, like where the curl drops, if you cut it, it's gonna look weird when it naturally falls, where it naturally falls. So you want to make sure that you go how it falls, so it's perfect. It lands where it's supposed to go. The way that the curl is, it'll fall into the groove of how you braid the hair, so it won't do as much friction or frizz or anything like that. So just be mindful, especially if you're applying makeup. You don't want to go against the current. If it is what it is, then go with it. Like if you want to do highlights or contours, all you're going to do is highlight the light parts of your face, like where light naturally hits you. That's where you want to put your highlights, or your lighter concealer, and where the shadows are, that's where you put your contour, so you can have a prominent. All it does is just enhance those features. I mean, if you want a whole new face, then whatever, go against the current, but you're going to look completely different. But if you want to enhance your beauty, don't go against the current. Just go where it naturally falls, so people can still recognize you and just know that this is a special occasion where you're just like, you're a little bit done up, so that's in that sense, in the beauty sense. Just don't force it, right? Like when you feel things are just like, why am I getting hit with so many obstacles? It might be that it's trying to protect you. You're supposed to. I wouldn't say things that's meant for you should be easy. No, but it shouldn't be that hard. Like if it is so aligned in your purpose, in your mission, it's going to flow, especially if you know what you want. Like if you know what you want, then God and the universe or whoever you put your belief in is going to, hand it to you, because you have established, this is exactly what I want. I know in my heart and soul and spirit that this is what I want to do. And then it's just like, and you no longer worry. You're not worrying about if you're going to get it, if they're going to like me, if you're going to, like all of those ego thoughts is just going to like be like, well, I guess you don't really believe in yourself, right? So you're not going to get it. You're going to be met with obstacles until you change the perspective. And it's just kind of like, you have to change your mindset. Yeah. I had a conversation over the weekend, and that was, I guess a reaffirm reaffirming, com, a ref, a referring sentence, a reconfirming sentence that the person had said to me, and I was just like, you know what? It is about the mind, but I didn't want to go back and forth because I'm not gonna sit there and like debate with anybody, right? So I just was like, let me just take this and okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I have issues, you know, like I have. Let me not say I have issues. I do not have issues because words are powerful. And what I want to say is that I don't want to dwell too much on a combative energy, right? Like if like I can learn from you and if you learn from me, like it's supposed to be reciprocity. But if I feel like I'm trying to bang against a wall or whatever and get my point across and the person is just saying they hear you but they really don't, I'm gonna walk away. I'm like, it's like, okay, like you want me to hear you but you basically aren't listening. So anyway, but again, I just kind of looked at myself and, you know, kind of seeing like, okay, maybe where does that align with me? Do I ever do that? So I like to use every possible situation as a lesson, an experience that I was supposed to have, whether it be great or small. There's something I can still get out of it. My time is never wasted. You know what I'm saying? My time or my energy. I just have to be discerned enough to understand what's happening, know when to walk away and when to stay, right? So again, if you're swimming and you're going against the current, you're not gonna go anywhere. Okay? You're gonna go in, you're gonna be stuck because you put in the same force and battling something that is naturally going the opposite way of where you're going. So you're not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna push you. It's gonna drag you. It's gonna you're gonna be a hot mess at the end of all of that, and nobody's gonna recognize you or understand what the hell you were saying in the beginning. If you're fighting, you're sweating, you're hot, you're bothered, all of that's happening as you are going against the current or the curl or the strand or the grain. Not everybody is going to hear you. Not everybody is going to understand you, and that is fine. As long as you understand yourself, as long as it makes sense to you, put it in action, because most people are an action type. Like they want to see things for themselves, and then they like, oh, but by that time it's okay because it's late, right? If you're trying to put somebody on to certain things and they're like, wait, what? It's gonna be like, all right, whatever, and you run with whatever you got, whatever idea you have, you run with it. And I'm telling you, if you're really sure about what you're trying to do and it aligns with who you are and what you believe, doors will open, situations will align, and it will be effortless. It will take patience. It will take effort and energy, but it wouldn't be something where it's like there's always an obstacle. Boom, like this, like oh my God, I can't never get this. If it is your purpose, it will happen. It will take time, but it will happen. It will be like, oh my God, that opportunity just came out of nowhere. Oh my God. Okay, so look at this example. Like, I don't know if this is going against the current. No, it's just kind of like everything was saying, yeah, you're on the right. You're good. Like, don't worry about it, right? Like, okay, so anytime I'm outside and I'm like questioning myself, I'm doubting myself. I was going on a date the other day, and I was like, this was more than one time. Like, this is like the universe be like, yeah. Okay, so I was walking and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I look that good today. Did I wear the right outfit? Is my makeup done? Da da da. And I'm just in my head, right? and this guy is walking past me. Like, he's walking past me. He's in a hurry or whatever. He turns, and I guess he takes a good a glimpse of me, and then says, "You look really good." And I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." And it wasn't like he was trying to talk to me or nothing. He literally gave me the message that I was okay, and then he kept on walking, and I went the other way. Now, if he would have been like, "Can I get your number?" or whatever, I would have been like, But when you ask for something, trust me, the universe will send somebody to just say it, just give you the message, give you the opportunity, give you something, and it will keep it moving. And after he said that, like, I was just like, I need to stop. I left my house, I seen a mirror. I know I look good, but every time you meet somebody, you want to make the best impression, right? And it happens again. Another time, the guy was like, "You really look," I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you." And I was like, "Have a good day." You know what I'm saying? So it's happened more than one occasion, and it's not about only looks. Like, it was an opportunity. Like, I'm like, should I walk away from this business idea or whatever? And then people were just like, coming out of nowhere and giving me certain things aligning with what I was talking about. And they didn't know. They just was like, "Hey, maybe you should." And I'm like, "Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you." I just was like, yo, if I really need help or a direction or just a nudge, it will be provided. So I no longer go against the current, the curl, the strand, or the grain. I allow things to happen naturally. I don't force anything. Everything is going to happen on divine timing, on its own accord. So it's like, be patient. That's what it's definitely something that I had to learn, was patience. Things will happen. It's not going to happen like right away, but when it happens, you won't even remember the time you spent waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's happening." Even though you waited for like 10, like years, months, you're like, "Oh my God, it's happening. What? It just happened." Like, it didn't just happen. You've been putting in the work. Stop trying to sell yourself short. You've been doing this. You've been steadfast in what you believe in and what you wanted to do. And like, I have a nonprofit, 10 years. And now things are starting to happen. Like, of course, over the years, things have been happening. I've been helping and stuff like that on a smaller level on what I could do with what I had, right? But because I stayed fast, because every time I wanted to walk away because it was so hard, God provided an opportunity for me. Like, I was like, "What? Okay, God, you're trying to say stay with this, stick with this, what you're trying to say?" And it literally kept on happening. Like, every time I'm like, "You know what? I don't know about this." Like, some of the parents aren't like able to do whatever, and I'm getting pushed back here. I'm just tired. Like, and wanting to give up, wanting to dissolve the organization. And then somebody out of nowhere is like, "I want to work with you," or "Can I donate this?" or a donation would just show up on my doorstep. I'm like, "Oh my God. All right, Karyne." It's just, yeah. Like, it's affirming that this is it. Don't give up on it. And now I'm at 10 years, and it's just blossoming so beautifully. Like, I'm able to really express myself, and I think I've always expressed myself, but now I've had really believed in myself, right? I really believed in what I want to do, and and people are actually like supporting way more now. I don't know if it's because of 2020 or what, but it's different, and I can feel it. And I think it's because I'm also different. and I'm attracting a different vibe towards myself, right? Not only am I attracting different people, I'm also attracting different energies. So that's what I just want to really explain to y'all, to understand what's happening to you, for you, why in the long run. Why are you getting obstacles? You might have to change course. You might have to do things a little differently. You don't have to pivot completely, like out of your industry, but you might have to pivot a little bit so it can go with the times or go with the flow. Because like a river, it changes courses. It's or a train track where you're trying to go. It's not going to be a straight road. It's not going to be a straight flow or streamline. It's gonna have some turns, some twists, and you have to be able to go with it. You have to be able to ride that wave, right, to your next destination without complaining, without like second guessing it. Just go, right? Like the minute you start second guessing it, you're going against the current. And it's going to make you tired. It's going to drain you going against that current, because that force, if it's pushing you in one direction, it's saying go here, and you're like, no, I'm not ready. I don't know about this. I'm scared. No. It's going to be like, all right, I don't know what you about to do, but you're going to go this way. And we might end up back on that same path later on because of how the streamlines go. But you have to take this road right now, right? Like, it's just maybe giving you rest, maybe giving you time to think and reevaluate, maybe giving you a time to walk away and see it from a new pair of eyes. Just go with the flow. If you have to force it, toss it. Do not go against the current or the grain or the strand or the curl. Well, this is your girl. I'm not gonna stay too long. The message is point, period. It's what it is. Go with the flow. Understand who's also going with the flow, and not combative with you every second that you're talking, because that can also be a distraction. But that can be another topic. I'm pretty sure I probably touched on it in the earlier topics. On the earlier episodes. But I just wanted to say that I am truly thankful for you all who listen to me podcast. I will be talking and things regardless. I used to in the past say like, oh God, nobody's listening to me, why should I do this? But at the end of the day, I didn't do it for people to validate me. I did it because I wanted to get the word out, because it also ministers to myself, like me just getting things out, saying what's on my mind. If it helps people, then amazing. If it helps more than one person, amazing. If it's just one listener, that's all right with me, so I truly appreciate everyone. And I hope you are all staying safe. We are heading towards the last, of 2020. We don't know what 2021 is in store, what we have in store there, but we're going to try to be hopeful. And we got this. Hug and hold your family tight. Love them. Be honest with yourself, and, don't stick around energies that's all they do is like hurt you. If you feel like you're being tormented by certain people, remove yourself. Like, it just don't make no sense. If you feel bad or hurt every time you're around certain people, or in different places. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. The window is open. So remember, I love y'all all. Happy holidays, and yes, bye. Thank you again for listening to Beauty and Braids. I'm your girl Karyne, and this has been another great day. Until next time, you'll hear from me then. In the meantime, please follow me on at Hair by Karyne, at Shop Braid Appeal, and at YTC Nonprofit. Get to know me a little bit better. Check them out. Bye.